3, 2, 1.
Hi, Andrew Cavazos here with Phone Animal. Today I wanted to talk about motivating your ISAs. So obviously being in the role where you're making phone calls for a majority of your day, it is sometimes easy to get demotivated, especially when you're getting told no, I would say a majority of the time right on the other end of that phone. And so a few different things that you can do in your business to keep your ISAs motivated is, number one, honestly, just making sure they know what winning is, right? They don't need to have 1,000 good conversations a day to win, although that would be nice. That doesn't necessarily need to be the metric that's causing them to win. The reality of it is, if they're setting 1 to 2 appointments a day, that is winning, right? And so for you defining with them, what is a winning day, what is a winning week, and what is a winning month, right? It falls in the law of averages. If they don't have a winning day that day, but they're having a winning week, they can look up and go, still, I'm on pace to hit my goal. So definitely they need to know what is winning in their role so they can make assessments and keep moving forward. Next is having weekly huddles with your ISA. If you want to have it twice a week, 3 times a week, honestly, there's no harm as long as they're not crazy long, right? No time on the phone, you want them on the phones, but these huddles can keep them moving in the right direction. You want to celebrate wins on those huddles, right? Good conversations they had, nurtures they generated, appointments that they set. Maybe there were clients taken from last week's appointments that you get to highlight as wins for them, or closings from clients that were taken a month or two before from their efforts. All those wins, once again, very good to hear so that they know what they're doing has an impact, right? They're not the ones working with the clients outside of the initial phone call or the appointment being set, right? The agents, you are doing that, but your ISA, they need to know that what they're doing is making an impact. So hearing those wins, hearing that from you hearing what they're doing and the wins that they're having, very important. Next is consistent training, right? Your will to succeed is built off your skill. The better you feel, the more skilled you feel on the phones, the better you're going to feel making these phone calls. The more you're going to feel the odds are in your favor to get a nurture, to get an appointment, right? And so consistent training once or twice a week, doesn't have to be long, 15, 30-minute sessions, continues to make your ISA feel that they're making improvements in their game, right? Energy in the office, right? Music, a bell that they can ring every time they set an appointment. It doesn't have to be obnoxious, but something that the team can cheer them on when a positive outcome happens. Maybe 1 to 2 areas to make phone calls. Maybe they have their designated desk, but maybe there's a stand-up desk somewhere else. So when they feel like they're not in the groove, right? Maybe if I go move somewhere else, I can pick it back up. Yes, is that more mental? Absolutely. That's the goal about motivating. An additional thing, spiffs, right? Which is just a performance-based, usually a monetary amount put in front of them. So you can have a weekly, a monthly, or even a daily kind of spiff that they can chase. So maybe it's, if you have multiple ISAs, who sets the most appointments, they can win $100 at the end of the week. If you have a single ISA, maybe it's challenging them. Hey, if you get to a certain amount of appointments set, additional $100, $200, something of that nature, right? But those little challenges keep them as well pushing forward. Last but not least, and something that I'm sure you do at a high level, but still good to be brought up here, is make sure that you show them love, right? And same thing with the other agents on your team. It's not easy every day making 6 to 7 hours worth of cold calls if they're doing cold calling, or 6 to 7 hours calling inbound leads. Like, it's not always the sexiest job, but it's necessary a lot of the times to generate that business for the company. And so they get to kind of make they get to make all these phone calls, hand off the leads, but they don't always get to see the leads go to closing because that's working with you, the agent, right? So they don't always get that feeling. And so show love, right? Every now and then, maybe, send them a note, send them a text, show appreciation, bring in lunch for them one day. That can go a long way, not only with their relationship with you, but if you have other agents on the team that this ISA is pushing out leads to, it can also help with that relationship and trust. So a couple different things there to motivating your ISA, and hopefully one of those really work for you.